Hey booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. Happy Friday! Yay! We made it another week. I recently made a video about all the books that I have hauled that I could think of. I'm sure I'm missing some, but all the books I've hauled since I've had a booktube channel, and whether I should write them down and record them, and then as I read them, I can check them off. I was a little surprised at how many books I had hauled, and but yeah, none of you are giving me very good advice about, like, I'm not hearing anything as far as what do I do next. Like, now that I know how many books I've hauled and what they are, what should I write them down? Like, I keep going back and forth in my mind, because the truth is, on one hand, it could be really exciting and inspiring and motivating, but on the other hand, I can also see how it might be discouraging and give me pressure that I definitely don't need in my life. And after I made that video, outside my house was a little package of books. So I have been using some of my Ko-fi money to buy some books that, yeah, I want to read. I actually bought a book for an event that I won't read till next year even. Things have changed on eBay over the years, man. Yeah, it was a little bit of an eye-opening experience. You could buy 10 pounds of books on eBay. Like, do any of you do that? Like, do you buy 10 pounds of books and do you get good stuff? The thing that I found fascinating was, someone had kind of like a build your own fill in the blank library, you know, like build your own science fiction fantasy library, build your own contemporary novels library. But there was a build your own classics library, and yeah, I looked at that, and so if you bought more than one book in this lot, it would not change the shipping price, which I thought was a good deal, right? I don't want to waste all my money on the shipping. So I got Nathaniel Hawthorne's The House of the Seven Gables. Make sure I say that right. And I am one of the few people I know that enjoys the Scarlet Letter. I had an absolutely amazing English teacher in high school, and we read the Scarlet Letter in there, and I think I read it twice that year. So I'm a fan, but I don't know why I haven't read any more Nathaniel Hawthorne, and I've heard so many great things about this book. Now it's worn, it's been read, it's been loved, but you know what? Like, if I end up reading this and like just freak out about it, if I have to have a better edition of this book, then I will do that. But I don't feel like I don't feel like it's gonna fall apart anytime soon. So, and the thing is, you know, the slot, like, you just can't, it's just hard to say. The next book is one I am going to read for Jane Austen July 2024, if you can think that far ahead. So one of the prompts that often comes up in Jane Austen July is read a book by Jane Austen, a Jane Austen contemporary. And I've never been able to do that prompt before. And I even remember one year we read Mansfield Park, and a lot of people read the play that they act out in Mansfield Park. And it's called, I think it's called Lover's Vows. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong or not in the comment section. But anyway, another author that often comes up for that prompt is Fanny Bernie. And this is Evelina. Again, it's been read. It's got some remainder marks on it. The cover is a little dinged, and there's some sticky stuff I need to take care of. But it's still a nice edition. I don't know, and it's interesting because I've been trying to think if I have purchased other books specifically for events, and I don't know if I have or not, but this was actually the deciding factor. When I saw this book was part of the Build Your Own Classics library or whatever, I really wanted to get it because that's a prompt that I've never been able to do for Jane Austen July, and I would really like to. So this is on tap for 2024. And then the third book I bought in this lot of books is All Quiet on the Western Front. And I have been botching authors' names. Thank you for correcting me. So there's the author's name down there, and I'm not gonna attempt to pronounce it just yet. But it's about World War I. I feel like it's really like a universal kind of book about war and you know, the things that we all have in common with our enemies. But the movie was really interesting. It was really interesting. It did win some, I feel like it won some Oscars. Now, I also saw in school an older film adaptation, which I've heard, I don't remember it very well. I've heard a lot of good things about, but yeah. And but it was really that newer movie that prompted me. And I also think that book I read for work about empathy, this was one of the books that was suggested in the empathy library. That is not why I bought the book though. So yeah, anyway, I'm not sure when I'm gonna read this, but I kind of just wanted to have it here. And it's a little beat up on the cover, but I actually don't think this book's been read. The spine is so tight. So it's in great condition. So that was a really great deal. And then from a different eBay seller, I bought a book that I have been looking, you guys, I have been looking everywhere for this book. All the wrong places, probably like my parents' library, every little free library. I thought for a while that I'd gotten The Promise by Chaim Potok from a little free library, but in hindsight, I think I actually may have picked this up from my parents' house. But fortunately, you told me that this is the sequel to The Chosen, and I had to read The Chosen first. So, like I said, every time I go to a little free library, I'm like, let The Chosen be here. Let it be in this little free library. And it never is. So I broke down and bought it. No. This is not the cover. This is not the cover at all. I actually don't know if I've even ever seen this cover of the book, and I've looked at a lot of different editions of The Chosen. It's fine though, it's fine. It's a nice trade paperback. Yeah, so I'm not sure quite how to respond to that, but anyway, if I end up loving it and then I read The Promise and I love it, like I may have to find a matching edition. I'm not sure. I read My Name is Asher Lev earlier this year, and I've also been keeping my eyes open for a great copy of that, as well as The Gift of Asher Lev, because I really, really enjoyed My Name is Asher Lev, and so I'm very excited to read The Chosen. So yeah, you guys have really spurred me on in that area. So here's my little my latest haul. There might be more this month. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly, but yeah. So anyway, you guys, I would love to hear what you're reading, if you have anything exciting planned for the weekend, what you think of those books. If you have eBay shopping advice for me, let me know. If you have advice about keeping track of the books that you buy, like I know some of you do that. I know you keep track of it, although I think it's more for like monetary reasons rather than like just the actual book. I'm not going to write down what I paid for something. I don't even remember what I paid for those books that I just showed you. I mean, I could look it up, you know, I could find it, I could track it down. But as always, if you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, I understand. You can leave an emoji or you can give this video a thumbs up as a way to say hello. I do appreciate it. Booktube, remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will be back soon with another bookish video. Bye.